going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the 18th of December. We're taking a look here. Aerodrome Finance this morning, ticker symbol AERO, USD daily chart. Coinbase is where the price data is from here. So today, so far, our third day down in the red. We're selling off here. We're down 1.13%. We are approaching some very important levels of market support. If you take a notice to yesterday, which would have been Tuesday's candle, the 17th of December, where did we find support? 186.11. Yesterday, we closed at a level of 186.12. 186.712. Traded below, closed above 186.11. So very nice to see. Today, we are trading down to the next level, which is 184.780. That's a very important level here. These markets are quickly approaching some even more important areas. One being this 180. Let's see, 183.529. That's the level. We're slightly above that. Next below that, guys, is a 181. That's this blue line here. That's where this market candle on the 11th of December, the lows found support. I talked about this, I believe it was in yesterday's video. If Aero is going to bounce, we should see a bounce between 186.11 and 181 for this pullback. Now, if it's all over and these markets are done with their rallies, we do have a triple top in play. Here's two of the tops on the 7th and then the 12th. The third being back the all-time highs. So let's not write that off. We know that's here, that's printed, that's real. But if these markets, if they have decided that, it's done, we don't want to take out these lows here, the 11th and the 10th. If we take out those lows, that's quite bearish, guys, and that really could give us an indication of, hey, you know what, this rally actually might be over for now. Or at least we're going into a much deeper correction before, potentially another leg to the upside. Obviously, if we take out those lows from the 10th and the 11th, we have potential support at 1716. That's this green line. Work our way down to, I believe it's 162.8 or 162.3. 162 we'll go with, that's right here. And then we start to get into this 158, 151 level. That's where this high on the 10th came in. So we have a couple layers of potential security here before we could see the selling really start to dry up. The last being in the sand down here at 158, 151. Old resistance turning into support, and that would be right here. That would put the market down quite a bit, and that would also make the market have new lower lows. That would be a definite change and shift to the downside, especially when we take out these lows on the 11th and on the 10th. If we take those out, not good. That is a switch to the downside for the trend, a change in trend to the downside. So let's see if it holds here between 186 and 181. There's three levels here, the blue, the red, and the orange. That would be the most likely area that, if it's going to bounce, this is the spot, guys. We saw it bounce on the 11th. We saw it find support on the 10th. We talked about this move, releasing its energy back to the upside like this. And that's very possible if these markets are going to still continue to the upside. But hey, when they're done, they're done. We did a video. We just put out a shorter video on Bitcoin before this. We'll cover it briefly in this video, talking about a topping pattern, which understand could just be a short-term top, but time will tell. And you can look back and then you can say, oh yeah, of course that was the top. But in the moment, people don't want to believe it, etc. Anyways, so let's keep an eye on this 186.11 and then down to the 181 here for support. 183,529 is the level we're just above. Now, if this holds and we start to rally up, then hey, we could be on our way back up to 234,510. But we don't want to take out the lows at 181. We definitely don't want to take out the lows at 174,301. This is for Aerodrome Finance, guys. And that's what I have here on the chart. I follow the markets one day at a time for this whole reason is, we don't want to ignore what we have here on the charts, which is we have our all-time highs over here on the 12th. And then we have two more giving us that triple top, the 7th and the 12th of December. And then we started to move lower. So far, though, we have a higher low. So this is still bullish, but it can change quickly. As I said, we don't want to take out those lows. But if there's any hope here for this thing to find support, it should be right in here between 186 and 181 for Aerodrome Finance. Over to Bitcoin. So again, this could just be short term, guys. Bitcoin, calling it like this 3-bar topping pattern here. We put in a higher high. We put in a higher high above the previous day. Closed weak, and then we put in a lower high and a lower low. 1, 2, 3 bars in a row, creating a top. Now, this could just be a short-term top, guys. Markets are trying to find support at 104, 622, 42. But if they don't, we're going to find ourselves back down to 100, 649, 56, and then 96, 626, 83. Now, I would be very surprised, and this is just how I feel here, that if Bitcoin topped out, let's say the top's in, okay? I would be very surprised to see it not have some kind of big blow off top. But in the past, we've seen Bitcoin not have blow off tops in the past, like here, and just kind of correct for a long period of time. Let's take a look back in history. Here again, when these markets topped out at that 60 or so thousand range, it wasn't a straight parabolic top to a big sell-off. We kind of chopped around for a bit, sold off, retested it, sold off. So it's very possible that we could see a topping fashion in this way. But just something to keep an eye on. If markets find support at 104, 622 and close above it, hey, then tomorrow we could be heading into new all-time highs again. So someone's like, hey, you're always bearish. Definitely not always bearish. I just like to know what the possibility is to the downside, because, when the markets go higher and higher, the upside, that's all gravy and stuff. Once those candles turn red and you start to lose money, people have a whole different mindset. So I would rather just be aware of the possibilities of, hey, X, Y, Z could happen. If not, all fun and games. But if it does, let's be prepared and act accordingly. And, the last thing you want to do, I've been there, I've done it, it's not fun, and I'd like to think I will not do it again, is when you have positions on, Bitcoin's a big product. When you have positions on in futures or large positions in stocks, large is relative to, it's different for everybody, and you're losing lots of money very quick, you don't want to be trying to figure out what to do at those times. You want to have a plan ahead before that and try to follow that plan as best you can, and create that plan when you are in a nice level mindset, not when you're losing money. Obviously, everybody's different, but I think overall that's probably one of the best ways to do it is plan your trade ahead of time, and then follow your plan once you're in that trade when things are going well and when things are not going so well. Hopefully that helps some people out there. So we'll see. 104, 622. Keep an eye on it today. 100, 649, 56. Keep an eye on it today. And if we get a big sell-off for whatever reason, 96, 626, 83, there will be levels in between here. I do have to fill them in. And hopefully we don't drop below 96, 626, 83 today, so I can get them in before that happens. Guys, thanks for watching. You have a great day. Let me know your thoughts here on Bitcoin. Let me know your thoughts on Aerodrome Finance. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's see if this thing can find support between 186 and 181. Take care.